squirt. Sauce. Squirt, squirt. Sauce. Wake up, grab your phone. Good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles. Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce. They're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce. 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try.
Hey, it's Jesse Moss from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce mostly. Hey, it's Jesse Moss from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce mostly with Lisa, but I guess with Ryder too.
Hey, I'm Lance Kane from Tyler's Shed, and I'm listening to The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, it's Nixon from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
That is awesome.
Heck yeah.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. Lance Kane saying that he's live from Tyler Yaremchuk's shed. There is a rumor that he lives in Tyler's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're very confused by that, that's what's up. Also love hearing from Jesse and was it Nixon?
Yeah.
Checking in from Calgary. Love that you're with us instead of the barn burners. Heck yeah.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio.
Reese, let's see your tired face as you worked a very long shift yesterday. Break down what you had to do yesterday.
Yeah, that was a marathon.
Yeah, we did. So we did the sauce, obviously. Had another classic, great show.
Yeah.
And then hopped on a call with Devin Dubnyk and surprise guest Chris Pronger, which was super dope.
How was that? How was
was
it?
cool.
He's pretty fun to talk to.
Yeah, no, super nice guy. Yeah, they just kind of riffed talking about like all the cool stuff that they get to do and like how Chris Pronger's career was and everything.
So
And
where can people listen to that episode? When is it out?
it'll be on Oilers Nation YouTube on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Be there, be square.
And then you
then
continued
what?
to work.
Yeah.
Then you did all of our show's clips throughout the
Yeah.
day, uploaded our podcasts.
Did some clips and stuff, and then that bled into Brett and Aaron kind of getting everything all set up for me for the pre- and post-game show. Made my life super easy. I didn't really have to do a whole lot.
So why were you doing pre and post game producing that when usually it's Brett?
Because Brett was going to AEW.
The wrestling
in
events at Rogers Place. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think Brett's a huge wrestling guy, so I think he was very much looking forward to go.
I think it's WrestleMania this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, too. So big weekend of sports. How cool is it? I know that you put in like a 15, 16-hour day, but of doing all of the things you just said you're doing.
Well,
Like,
and I was talking to like all the guys here while we were watching the game, and I was like, we're coming on hour 14 now. It's honestly pretty dope that I just get to hang out here, watch the game with my friends. Like this is not that bad. I
and
don't
like
mind
as
this
an
at all.
Oiler fan, getting to interview and
Yeah,
watch an
exactly.
interview with two past Oilers, one who had one of the most epic storylines in a short amount of time ever for the Oilers.
Dramatic.
Like with Pronger. Yeah, that's a cool day. Well, we're very happy to have you around here, my friend.
My pleasure.
This is why you get things like a new jersey once in a while, because you bust your ass constantly.
Well, and you must be so excited because Jess is back from Europe.
Jess is back. Woohoo.
Woo woo! She's in the chat this morning, probably a
Is
little bit
she?
jet lagged.
Yay, Jess.
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, when people are jet lagged, they're mean. She's going to start critiquing the show, give us a bad Google review.
Don't you dare, Jess. Speaking of reviews, make sure you are hitting that like button.
And subscribe. We're 250 away from our goal of 2,000, and we wanted to get to 2,000 before playoffs start.
True.
So that is a lofty goal. Maybe tell a friend, or if you have another YouTube account that you used to use that was like buttplug69 from
We'll
your
take that.
old email address.
We'll take that subscription.
Subscribe with buttplug69, whatever you got to do.
Yep.
That was my email, actually, so I know that probably isn't your username.
Okay, here's a fun question. What was your Hotmail account? Because we were all coming through with the most ridiculous emails, like sweet and sexy 69 XOXO baby girl at hotmail.com, hotmail at hotmail.com.
For a lot of women, to me, it felt like their email addresses were very close to what was written on the back of their sweatpants for a stretch. Like Glam City.
Juicy,
Juicy woman.
Juicy lips. XOXO at hotmail.com.
Yeah, 100%.
I had a buddy's mom that went by, like, I think she still has it, but it's FoxyMama69 at hotmail.com.
Hey, that's
yes.
so funny that you're saying that's your mom, because that's like,
Not my mom.
no, sorry, your friend's mom. Because when we were on the morning show and we would get people calling in and giving their email when they won tickets to concerts and stuff like that, we'd say, we need your email address. And the amount of people, millennials, elder millennials, that were like, don't judge me, but here's my email. And then they'd come through with their old school Hotmail.
Yeah.
Sexy.
My one buddy who's in the chat sometimes, Fowler.
Yeah.
You'll see him he's Australian. His dad's from Australia. And his was Aussie 69.
Yeah. Sexy ginger.
So hardcore.
Or it would be like, best soccer player ever at hotmail.com.
Saucy butt plug 69. That's not a real one. Big Lil Bow Wow fan over here says, Tio, I'm interested what their email was.
Well, that's another thing, is if you were hyper fixated on a certain artist or band.
Yeah. Like Kennedy's first email address, Kennedy, who works around here, was probably
Harry Styles' girlfriend.
Yeah, directioner, Canadian directioner at hotmail.com. Awesome. So yeah, if you're starting an email address, just use like your first and last name. Just a little tip for if any young peeps are watching the show today.
It was cool seeing your daughter in the chat yesterday with pre-gaming with Boardsy and Menzies, and of course producer Reese behind the scenes. Charlie Chicken in the chat just chirping Ryder the entire time, and like everyone else in the chat was like, whoa, Charlie's funny. She's like, I get it from my mom. It was so entertaining.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
She's also writing in there, go Celebrini, just trying to get people all fired up. Like,
yeah, that's too far.
She's going to end up with haters. Online haters. And at 14, you don't want online haters.
No, you don't. But no, it was so fun watching Celebrini versus McDavid.
Especially because McDavid had arguably his most dominant couple periods I think we've ever seen from him.
I tweeted out several times, like in all caps, if you're not watching the Oilers game, you're missing out on greatness. And I literally said, this is specifically for my American followers, because I know you're on here. They follow me because of SiriusXM. I'm like, you need to be watching McDavid. You are missing out. What are you doing that's better than this right now?
The
Nothing.
wild part about that tweet is you sent it after the second period, and then in the third period, the Oilers just played lockdown, and he wasn't the same player as he was in the first and second, which he was good.
No, you're right, because we had the game PVR'd.
Okay, yeah.
But like I knew what was happening and you didn't. Isn't that when I sent it?
No, you, like, I'm just saying that we were up 5-2 going into the third.
And so that's when I sent it?
Yeah, and he had his first two periods were incredible.
Yeah.
But then they just played smart hockey to get the win. So if people in the States would have been tuning in after you said, you gotta watch this guy, it's greatness, they would have just seen a team playing good defense.
So in reality, what I should have wrote was, watch the McDavid highlights from tonight.
Yeah, or like go back and watch the first two periods of this game. It's still fine. And people maybe will throw on the highlights. Like, he was so good last night, I would imagine American sports channels that rarely talk hockey would have been showing his highlights. And for those of you like myself that have bet on McDavid to win the Hart Trophy this year as the league's MVP, he kind of solidified at least himself as a contender. Like, going into last night, I was watching sports TV out of Toronto, and they had the three who they thought were in the running for it: Kucherov, McKinnon, and Celebrini. They didn't even have McDavid in the top three. And he's leading the league in points. And people will say,
I think it's jealousy.
He's got Draisaitl on his team. Okay, look at McKinnon's teammates. He has 5 guys that are at least in the conversation that are somewhat close to Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Like, McKinnon's teammates are ridiculous. You take McKinnon out of the Avs lineup, they're still probably in first place in the league. You take McDavid off of the Oilers, they're not making playoffs this year. So that argument to me is just ridiculous. Because McDavid has Draisaitl, he's not a contender for the MVP. But you look at what he's done since Draisaitl's injury, and like, he's in there.
How many games has he been playing without Dry? Has he been out for 9 games now?
I would say that's pretty close. He's
Oh my
been out
gosh.
for coming up on a month. It's just short of a month. So, yeah, I'd say 9 or 10 games.
And I loved seeing Draisaitl posting on his Instagram story during the game. He was watching like a fan, like the rest of us. He was so proud of Bouchard, who, what is it? He's like, it's only Paul Coffey that's ever gotten that many points as... What is it? Bouchard.
Maybe.
I think him and Coffey are the only
Coffey.
Oilers defensemen to have over 90
Oilers
points.
That's what it
defenseman,
is.
yeah.
Oilers defenseman specifically. Cool. I didn't want to...
Because Carlson had 100 like 2 years ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Something
and I
like
think
that 3 years
McCarr
ago.
might have gotten... He might have gotten like 99, actually.
So there is a chance. I mean, we've got what, 3 games left in the season? If Bouchard really gets hot,
Can you bet on that?
He could get 100. That's a tough one though. You got to get 4 points, 3 points, 3 points.
Don't
in
you
the
think
next
he'd
3
be...
games?
I'd be so motivated to get it done, though.
Yeah, these guys though, they're worried about their seeding in playoffs and the overall team and how it's doing more than getting points.
Mm-hmm.
But if McDavid has a couple more games that are even close to what his first and second period looked like yesterday, I think he locks down the MVP, a late season charge.
Mike said McCarr got to 92 and also said in the chat, Draisaitl is supposed to skate today. I thought they weren't skating today.
Yeah,
Maybe
he might just be back on the ice.
He's just going to be testing it out and see what's happening.
Do we have the video of McDavid's goal from last night, the one specifically, that reminded me a lot of the way he turned on the Jets against the New York Rangers before dangling 3 of them and putting it in? That same turbo button that he hit. Like, it's like you're playing NHL on a console.
Yeah.
And when you realize, oh, there still is a boost button. And
He's
you hit
on
the boost
boost.
button and you
Yeah.
just skate by everybody else.
Yeah.
He gets hot in that neutral zone. When he gets a 1-2 step, he can just embarrass anybody in the league.
Well, and it's crazy when you watch back, when they replay it. I'll watch him the first time through. But now play it again, Reese, and watch number 4 on the Sharks. Absolutely hopeless effort. Watch this. Doesn't
not a
even know
chance.
what to do.
Nobody does. See, like, this 1-2, he's so
Bye.
far. He's so far more advanced.
Also,
He's
the
so
goalie.
much better than everybody
Look
else.
how wide open the net is, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Just humiliating their goalie.
There's a terrific view of the net cam, and it just shows McDavid putting it in, and then it shows the goalie
Facing it.
backwards and so
upset.
disappointed.
Like, so upset right here.
Once he gets a half step on you, you're done.
Oh my God, I could watch this on repeat all day. I love him so much.
He looks playoff ready. I don't think there's a team in the West that wants to see Edmonton in the first round. Whether or not Draisaitl is back, if Hyman actually is healthy enough to start the playoffs, I still don't think anybody wants to take on the Oilers first round.
Are we prepared to talk about the injuries from last night? The potential injuries, Dickinson
And Ingram, yeah.
and Ingram. Ingram looked okay in the dressing room after, so that's promising. What are your thoughts, Reese, with rumors speculating that they could have injuries?
I don't know. Like, it was hard to find what actually happened to Ingram. Like, obviously Dickinson got smoked. Like, that one's a little bit more scary, honestly.
It was like
in my
inside
opinion.
of the knee, he took that shot. It looked like, hey.
Yeah, like, it's just an awkward spot, and there's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of padding. And just for him, like, all I've seen from Dickinson in the last 16 games or whatever it is, that he doesn't really, he's not laying on the ice unless he's hurt. Like,
Yeah, he gets back up and gets back up quick and is playing defense even if he is hurt.
Exactly.
Is so good out there. I love him.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a potentially tough loss. Like if it's a cracked kneecap or some shit.
Well, and especially like just with like the center depth that the Oilers have right now. Like we had Szymanski playing second line. He started off the game as a second line center yesterday. Like it kind of really sucks losing another center, but
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that.
it is very. It sucked that this was what came out of that game because it was so awesome going into the third, and then all of a sudden it was like, yep, Ingram's not coming back. But I think the positive for Ingram, he was on the bench still, or
Yeah.
like backing up. I think they ruled him out immediately, but he was still backing up. Like
Right.
maybe he just had a sore tummy and was like, okay, I don't want to go back out.
Had the runs.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be that. It did seem like I saw one clip of the game where it seemed like there was something in his leg that was bothering him. I'm just hoping it's not groin because those things can take months to heal properly. And if I'm not mistaken, it was it Jarry that had a groin issue early in his Oilers tenure?
I think so.
Yeah.
Speaking of groin, check out these splits.
Okay. And the face, though.
Oh, I love that
view. It's so good. Play it again.
A good view.
Roll the tape.
McDavid just
watch this.
Watch this. Easy. Throws the puck.
Oh, he's pissed. God, that sucks for him. I'd hate to be a goalie.
And he must have known, like, right there, like, yep, I'm facing the wrong way, and yep, that's going to get clipped.
Yeah, like, if that's an Oilers goalie, the fan base makes fun of that goalie until they leave town.
Yeah.
Facing the wrong way after McDavid undresses you. Hell yeah. God, we're blessed.
We are so lucky, and we have to remember that time flies.
Yeah.
And we have to live in the moment. And that's why when we have those McDavid goals, we watch them on repeat. Because we're so lucky.
So apparently we can lock in a playoff spot on Saturday if something else happens. I think there's another team that has to lose, maybe Nashville. If they lose, then we're officially in the playoffs Saturday with a win. But like odds-wise, it's like a 98% chance or something now that we will be in the playoffs. A lot of things would have to go wrong for the Oilers to not make it. But getting first in the Pacific would be pretty badass. And then we get a chance to go back into Utah. I was reading that the way that they kind of parted ways with Connor Ingram was pretty ugly.
Oh, no.
So I'm wondering if maybe that's why Jarry got the start in Utah, is they're just protecting Connor Ingram, knowing that he's struggled with some mental health stuff.
And he's very open about it.
Yeah, and they didn't want to maybe throw him into the fire. But if he had a chance to go into Utah with an Oilers team that is hopefully healthy by the time playoffs start and go and dummy them, that would feel pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Utah's a good team, though. We saw that. They're fast.
Well, and they're fun to watch, too.
And the fan base is very fired up there. Like, going into some arenas in the playoffs feels like an Edmonton regular season game. I think Utah would feel like a true playoff atmosphere, being the first time that the team made the playoffs. So that would be a really interesting series. I want to talk a bit about what's shaken down in the East right now, because we could get 3 incredible series right out of the gate. So, but a few things have to happen. Montreal is on
a heater.
9 out of 10 heater. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They are only 2 points back. They have a game in hand of Buffalo, who is leading that division. If Montreal gets into first place, there's a very good chance they will take on the Boston Bruins, which is one of the craziest rivalries in sports history.
Didn't the Bruins win last night, like 5-1 against the Canucks?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't see what the score is, but the Bruins are surprising a lot of people. They didn't think that the Bruins would be a playoff team this year. Last night, the Bruins, no, they haven't played since Saturday, so you're thinking of the wrong team.
My bad.
The Bruins have surprised a lot of people by even being in playoff contention.
Oh, that's so funny. I was reading the score from the PWHL.
Okay.
At Rogers Place, 5-1 with Boston.
Okay.
That's funny. My bad. Did you hear about this? Before you continue, the Golden Knights players were wearing the Oilers jerseys, which drew like Canucks fan backlash. Do you see that?
The PWHL, yeah. But it's Sarah Nurse.
I know. Like your brother is on...
Cousin
is on the team.
Oilers. And you're playing in Edmonton. Embrace it.
God, people are so dramatic.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So Montreal could take on Boston, one of the longest running rivalries in sports history. So that's one. Number 2, if the playoffs started right now, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia would be playing each other. The Battle of Pennsylvania, those two teams hate each other. Crosby, another team that people didn't expect to be in playoffs. Crosby, Malkin, maybe their last kick at the can together, taking on their state rival. That's a badass series.
Here we go.
And then Tampa Bay and Buffalo would play each other, and they've had some games this year. Like the most penalty minutes out of any game this year, if I'm not mistaken, was those two teams. I remember on the show we were showing pictures of the penalty box, just absolutely jacked with players. That was from that game. they've got the like vet, well-coached Tampa Bay Lightning against this young Buffalo team that kind of came out of nowhere this season and have looked really good in stretches. That series would be ridiculous as well. So for those that like early start games, the East Coast games would be starting at like 5 p.m. weekdays, and they would be
so fun.
Must-watch television, 3 of the series. And I think that would leave the only other series to be Carolina against Ottawa, which could also be kind of a cool series that I would give Ottawa a real good chance to upset Carolina in. They're just so much tougher. So, yeah, the East is starting to look pretty badass.
So what if, because that was a lot of information to take in just now, on these game days during the week, can you inform the Saucers what games they should be paying attention to?
If they want to see all those things happen?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I
Cool.
can keep people updated on what we're watching, because we are watching other scores right now too, based on where the Oilers are going to end up playing. Anaheim could still take first in the division. Vegas could take first in the division, and all that completely switches who will be playing in the first round. It's looking more and more like it's either going to be Utah, Vegas, or Anaheim that the Oilers play in the first round. All 3 of those, I like the matchup.
Still to come on the show, we have 2 really fun guests. Hopefully one, we don't know for sure if he's going to be joining us because he is very busy doing his own SiriusXM show on the PGA Tour channel.
And he is live from Augusta.
Live from Augusta. So we're really hoping to get him on at some point. And then our dear friend, Andrew Beckler, who does a morning radio show out of Calgary, is going to join us as well. So lots to come on the show.
He does some of the best sports impersonations I've ever heard in my life. So I've let him know that I want to hear both of them. Don Cherry and Buck Martinez. They're spectacular.
Yep. So Andrew Beckler joining the show for sure, and potentially Drew Stolz from SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio and host of the Subpar podcast.
He's got an unfortunate nickname.
Sleaze.
I think they call him Sleaze.
The Sleaze.
Which, I mean, own it, I guess. Some people who are really awesome people end up with unfortunate nicknames, but being called sleaze is probably not a word I'd love to be called on a regular basis.
Chris in the chat says, I just want to add, since you're talking all sports, Go Jays. Yes, we got a win yesterday. It felt good, but it was a close one.
Yeah, and against the team that beat us in the World Series. Pretty nice that we snuck one out of there. Or else we would have been, I think, on a 6 or 7 game losing streak. Now we got the Minnesota Twins starting tomorrow for the weekend, and then the Milwaukee Brewers, who had a pretty good team last year. I don't know how the Brewers are doing so far this year.
We hope to see you this Saturday. Of course, another Oilers game, and it's early start club, baby. Doors open at 1. Puck drop at 2. You do have to pay to get in, but it's only $10, and it's going to a great cause, Kaleo Collective, which supports single mothers in our community. You can secure your spot at nationgear.ca. We will be at Greta for the game, and we'll have some hockey tickets to give away on location as well.
Yeah, for the end of the season.
Nationgear.ca. That's also where you can grab your Saucy Posse merch. Yes, we have updated it. There is Saucy Posse merch where you have it on the front and on the back as well. Good stuff. Thanks everyone who's already purchased something.
I'm just checking the rankings of the Minnesota Twins and the Brewers.
And?
Well, Minnesota's 6-6. The Brewers are 9-3. So the Brewers are good again this year. Anyway, that's who the Jays play coming.
How excited are you to take in the Masters?
Yeah, it's the best TV of the year as far as like something I can watch for 8 hours and I'm still sad when it's over. I don't know why. It's so damn special in comparison to other golf tournaments. Like, I get excited for the British Open, the US Open, the other majors, or I can watch a lot, but nothing compares to sitting down and watching the Masters. Last year at this time, I had broken my clavicle, and so I was going to this oxygen chamber because it helps healing, like you heal a little quicker.
I think professional athletes love an oxygen chamber when they are injured.
And they had a TV in there, and it was Masters weekend, and I just went for, because it's like 2.5 hours or whatever you're in there, I would just go and watch Masters nonstop in this oxygen chamber. I was healing. I was chilling. I was drinking a big jug of water. and
hydrating
just
and watching golf.
living. Yeah, the Masters is so sick. So hopefully that guest comes through a little later today.
Yeah, we'll see. He did say, like, I really want to be there. I really want to jump on your show, which was so sweet because he's so busy. He's in Augusta. He's doing a Sirius XM show. He wants to watch golf. He's there in the flesh. So we'll see if he pops by, but all good if not.
Let's get into what's happening in Edmonton right now, as
Sure.
there's some important information for those that check out the show locally. Appreciate it. If you're watching from afar, we'll still try to make it interesting what's happening here.
All right. What's happening in Edmonton is a presentation of River Cree Resort and Casino. And musician and comedian Morgan Jay is bringing his Goofy Guy tour to Edmonton on May 23rd. You can still get your tickets for the late show at 9 p.m. Nope. The 9 p.m. show is sold out.
Yeah, the
there are
early
still
show.
tickets for the 6 p.m. show. My bad. rivercreeresort.com. So what's happening in Edmonton? Not sure if you read about this, but somebody was pulled over and the authorities found a homemade bomb.
Why?
Why are you
What are you
Where are you
up
going?
to? What are you up to with that, bomb guy? There was another story that was circulating yesterday. A guy has been accused of human trafficking, and also there's bestiality charges.
He's been caught though. We have his face. His face has been posted. But yeah, no, this homemade bomb contains screws, and it was discovered during a Sherwood Park arrest. A 36-year-old man during a traffic stop has now been charged with 10 different things. Possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, possession of an explosive, failure to comply with a drug demand, impaired operation of a motor vehicle, possession for the purpose of trafficking, and resisting a peace officer. He remains in custody and will appear in court on April 22nd.
Unfortunate name because it's so common.
Yeah. I mean, I think anyone reading this is copying the name and pasting it into Facebook to see if you have mutual friends. But there's like 20 of them in Edmonton.
Andrew,
that sucks.
Andrew Walker, right?
Andrew Timothy Walker, 36 years old from Strathcona County.
There's even a great sports broadcaster in town named Andrew Walker. And everybody's like, he what?
He did what?
He had a bomb? No, not him.
No,
this
not
is a
him.
different Andrew Walker. We all know an Andrew Walker, though. That's like, I would say top 10 most common names I can think of.
Yeah, that must be tough.
Yeah.
When your name is in the news for bad reason and then people are sending you nasty messages and you're like, that's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, this other pervert. I wonder if his name lines up with anybody. I'd rather be the bomb guy than the bestiality and human trafficking guy. Not that I'd want to be either.
No.
But we'll see. What else is happening in Edmonton? The street sweeping starts on April 20th.
Yeah, unless it snows first.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be more snow this Sunday. Today's going to be stunning. Sunshine, I think high of 10. Like, the sky is blue, but don't get comfortable.
Well, the snow at least melts quick. So it's kind of just like rain, other than a little slipperier when you're driving.
Mm-hmm. But no, street sweeping's supposed to start April 20th, so just be aware of that. Get your vehicle off the street, my friend.
Or else a $250 ticket will be calling your name. Obviously, they happen at different times on different streets, so just find that information where you may. Starting April 20th. It's good because this is cracked windshield season. We went right through pothole season. I will say the city has done a pretty good job of filling the potholes this year in comparison to years past. And now we're in rock chip season. And then we're getting into nude in the backyard season. That's my favorite season.
Uh-huh. Fighting Amish in the chat said, oh, street sweeping happens on 420?
Yeah, you might be tripping balls. Like, look at that. I've never seen a car like that before. 420 used to be a lot wilder of a time.
Well, back when weed wasn't legal.
Uh-huh.
God, those were some crazy days.
420. I remember college buddies making joints that had 15 different joints in them. They'd have like a spruce tree joint where you light it with a torch and all of them are going. And you just like have enough that you can't walk for 6 hours.
People were making bongs out of apples and empty cans of Coke.
Oh, that was just a Tuesday. They were making bongs out of the Sherwood Park guy's bomb. That like people were making legit. I remember like the amount of weed you'd order from the dealer on 420 used to be absurd. It'd be like, yeah, we're getting 6 pounds. It would come in like a garbage bag.
And it would always come from like the guy whose part-time job was delivering pizza, but then he'd also deliver weed.
And police used to just kind of turn their head to it. Like it was the one day a year where you could kind of get away with it. Because everyone was doing it. And it would be at, like, City Hall. It would be public parks.
Literally, Shaku Zulu in the chat just said, I miss going to the ledge.
Yeah.
You'd go to the ledge and you would smoke weed with strangers. And you'd share joints.
And snacks.
The one person that would start the joint would literally put the entire thing in their mouth and, like, get it wet before lighting it. And then you would share it amongst each other.
Uh-huh. Different times.
Different times.
And now what? You go to the store, you buy it legally.
It's pre-made.
You smoke it with your grandma.
Yeah, and
like,
that's fine.
It's just not as badass anymore.
That's right.
It used to be an act of rebellion. We were out there
and you try
making
and cover
noise.
You try and cover the smell.
Yeah.
You'd have like your Hawaiian ginger body spray from Walmart, and you would just like
you ever use
douse yourself in it.
Paper towel tube and you'd stuff it with Febreze.
Yes, and you'd blow it.
Blow through that.
Oh my God. You would take the...
the smell would vanish.
Not Febreze. It would be... What do you put in the dryer with your clothes?
Yeah. Like Febreze sheets.
A lint roll?
Lint.
Like the sheets. And you would put it over
fabric
top.
Softener?
No, not fabric softener. That's liquid.
Febreze sheets. Everybody...
Yeah. The sheets.
Yeah, the friggin' sheets. We know. The white... weird material sheets.
But why can't we think of what they're called? Dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets is the lamest name ever.
Are we stoned right now?
Yeah.
Anyway,
what day is it?
You'd cover something up and you would take a hit of it and then you would blow it through it so the smell would dissipate and it would just smell like sunshine and flowers instead.
Yep.
Bounce sheets.
Sure, bounce sheets. Is it not Febreze sheets? Am I wrong?
I think that's just like one of the brands.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that they had dryer sheets. I thought they were just room spray.
No.
And Febreze were like...
La.
Yeah.
What?
Or you'd spray it in the bathroom after you went number 2 and then it would just smell like you took a dump in Hawaii. It wouldn't actually cover the smell. It would just add...
All right.
Anyway.
That painted a picture that I wasn't ready to look at.
So yeah, the street sweeping is happening on 420. Everyone be safe out there, including those street sweeper drivers.
Bounce sheets is what people are calling them. They are dryer sheets. That's a lame name for them, though. That's too obvious.
That's what it is, though. You don't need a full sheet. Did you know you can cut them, you rip them in half? All you need is half a sheet. And we're all using way too much detergent. They're lying to you with those Tide Pods. They just want to get sales. Get the liquid, and you only need like this much. Stop filling the whole thing. They're lying to you.
Mm-hmm. Dryer sheets is actually properly named. Have you ever deep dove into things that are really properly named?
Yes, like an orange.
Exactly. That's a perfect example.
A fireplace is perfectly named. That's where the fire is placed.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Walkie-talkies. You can walk and talk with them.
What are some other examples?
Fly swatter.
It's perfect.
Whipped cream.
Uh-huh. That's literally how you make it. You whip the cream.
Yep. Windshield. Great name for it.
Whereas other things, it's like so random, like umbrella.
Uh-huh. Screwdriver.
It should be called a rain stopper.
Toothpick. Good name. Big toe. That's such a good name.
Oh, good. Middle finger.
Flip-flops. Hair dryer. So just like the dryer sheets.
Mike, frying pan.
Cock ring.
Nail gun. Good one, Saucy Sarah.
3D printer. Great name for it. Magnifying glass. Awesome.
And so true.
Jawbreaker. Great name for that. Anyway, there's a lot of things that were properly named. And like you said, there's some others that aren't.
Hair dryer, says Amanda in the chat. That's literally what it does. And yeah, dryer sheets.
Cold Lake. That's a cold lake.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never been.
The thing that I find interesting, though, is when they would have decided on that name, how did they know it was that much colder? Did they get in that lake and then they jumped on their horse and carriage and rode 50 minutes to another lake? And we're like, I think this one's a little bit warmer. We're going with Cold Lake, but it isn't. They were right. It is really cold.
That could have been it.
Cold Lake was named for the large, deep, and cool lake it borders.
Yeah. It's a really cold lake. Great name for something.
The deepness of the lake creates cool water conditions and a unique ecosystem, explained by the government of Alberta.
It is just interesting, though, that when they named it, they wouldn't have had the technology to know how deep the lake was or to know how cold. Well, they might have had thermometers. Anyway, good name.
Do you ever think of before technology? Like, I have to use my Google Maps to get anywhere. Imagine back in the day getting lost and you just don't have any system to guide you. You have to just like remember that cactus.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay. Or you'd have to put a trail of things on the ground to find your way back. Crazy.
Yeah, people got lost a lot easier back then. Like, there's a lot of people that probably never found their way.
That's why people had like 13 kids, because they're like, odds are like 8 of them will get lost in the woods.
Yeah. Stan, where did he go? We don't know.
Don't know. Good thing that we gave birth to 17 others. I feel like that's truly what happened.
Well, actually, people needed kids to like run their family business, their family farm and whatnot.
True.
And, yeah, you'd lose some kids. And it wasn't just out in the woods, like also to death.
Illnesses. You okay?
Yeah, just thinking about all the big families that got a little bit smaller back in the day because they got lost in the woods.
Or they fell in the well.
Yeah, that happened a lot more often back then. That was one of the things that I definitely thought I'd hear about more.
Yeah, and people in quicksand. We learned about quicksand so much. I was like, I'm going to need to know how to get myself out.
Because at some point,
it's going to happen to me. And like stop, drop, and roll.
Right. I thought I'd lose at least one of my friends to a well.
Me too. A well, quicksand, and a fire.
Yeah. Fire, I mean, does.
Does.
Way more than quicksand and wells.
True.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, even Lindsay in the chat, she's like, I left for a minute. I just came back. What's going on? Another thing that was properly named a backpack. Hilarious.
Don't call me Ryder, Kels. That's what people call me when I get emotional.
I like it.
Let's get into the trending headlines brought to you by Greta Bar. This is where we're going to be kicking it for the early start club party. Big game against the LA Kings. So it'll be a playoff atmosphere. If you like afternoon playoff games, it's pretty much that. We can almost lock in our spot for the NHL playoffs with a win against the Los Angeles Kings. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we're going to have to play them in the first round again. But if you want the feel of a playoff game, get your $10 ticket. Money goes to a great cause in Callio Collective.
Yep. And great TVs there, great atmosphere, and great people. I know a lot of our listeners are going to be popping by, so we can't wait to see you this Saturday. What's happening around the world? SNL just announced who they're going to have for the month of May, and it's a stacked month.
This is to round out this season, if I'm not mistaken, too, right? The season finale is some heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah. So Olivia Rodrigo will be the guest and the musical guest and the host.
Yeah.
And then don't tell me. I'm going to try and say this from memory.
Okay.
And then the second show is going to have Noah Khan as a musical guest, and the host will be...
Talked about him yesterday on the show.
Why did we talk about him yesterday?
Space movies.
Right. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon. You can't not say it like that. Sorry. Okay, so we got Olivia Rodrigo. We've got Matt Damon and Noah Kahan, who has brand new music out. Oh, I've seen him live in concert. That guy is so talented. And then the heavy hitter, the finale. Will Ferrell will be hosting, and Sir Paul McCartney will be the musical guest.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a pretty awesome month of May for Saturday Night Live. I feel like this season's been pretty good.
It's been good. They've got some new young writers. They're finding people. They're picking people from TikTok that are naturally funny.
Yeah.
And they're like, you want to come work with us? Done.
I wonder if they'll be knocking on my door after my viral video.
Can we talk about your viral video? It's almost at 1 million views on Instagram alone.
Yeah. I was talking to my daughter after I picked her up yesterday, and I said, can you please refer to me as Viral Daddy?
Daddy?
Viral Daddy. It's not weird if there's a word in front of it that's not weird. Viral Daddy
How
is
did she
fine.
react?
Viral's kind of weird.
Both are
I feel
weird.
like viral is kind of weird in front of daddy.
So, not to call me Viral Daddy, you don't like it? That's what I wanted her to call me, and she's just said no. And then she started mocking me like, yeah, we don't really talk about videos in school unless they have over 5 million views and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. She was lying.
I mean, combined, you might be getting close because Facebook, you're at, I mean, let's add them up. We got TikTok, we got Instagram, we've got Facebook.
And it's just such a short, silly video of me just dealing with the elements of Edmonton. But so many people were sick of the weather, I think, that it strung a chord.
It was relatable.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Eli, who works here at Oilers Nation. He had the top comment.
Yeah, top comment under it.
I mean, what are the odds? It could have been anyone.
Yeah.
There's so many comments. And of course, it's someone that
Thousands.
we know and love, Eli.
Viral Daddy, thousands of comments.
Viral Daddy?
Yeah. I just wanted to slip that in there and see if it starts taking off. But yeah, the fact that a coworker has the top comment, I didn't even pin it. It just is.
You should pin it.
Well, no, it's already the top comment. If I pin it, it's going to stay where it is, but it looks like I wanted it to be there. Right now, he's going organic on Viral Daddy's post.
What was his comment? He said, looking so tanned under that hot sun or something.
Yeah.
Goofy like that. It's rather like in a snowstorm. There's like pellets of snow hitting you they're stuck in your eyelashes.
Let's see with the chat if they like Viral Daddy. Viral Papa, Viral Buddy.
Sounds too pervy, says Jamie of the Night.
What if I did the Paul McCartney trick and called myself Sir Viral Daddy?
You can't call yourself sir. You have to get knighted.
Oh.
And you're not going to get knighted for a video that's almost at 1 million views.
That went locally viral.
Yeah. Daddy clickbait.
No, it sounds like everybody's ready to move on. They don't like the nickname, so we can move on.
Okay, did I not share this with you yesterday, Ryder? That men that are called daddy,
Yeah.
there's like a new study
By
that was
their
done.
partner have a boost of 300% in testosterone. That's what it was.
Was it?
Yep. I'm pretty sure. You remembered the SNL lineup. I remembered the stat about daddy and testosterone.
Men who get called daddy experience a 300% spike in testosterone. You absolutely nailed it. This was from a behavioral endocrinology study.
So?
You don't need it.
Well, do you want to start seeing these shoulders form so that my wedding suit looks better? Start calling me it.
Viral zaddy was suggested.
Or I could go, because I'm pretty much Generation X, I could go viral zaddy. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's get into 3 stars of anything. This is in celebration of the Masters kicking off today.
No, we're not done headlines yet.
We are?
No, we just did the SNL one. And we have a guest who could be joining us as soon as in 4 minutes. Let's save 3 stars of anything.
Sorry, I thought that he was joining at 10.
I told him to jump in early if he's around.
Fine.
So.
Wow, now you're all like on the edge of your seat. What's 3 stars?
It's going to be intense.
Okay, what else is happening worldwide?
Speaking of different generations, Gen Zs are going back to the movie theaters.
As they should.
Yeah.
There's so many good movies out.
They, according to a new study, survey of 7,000 adults, found 87% of Gen Zers have been to the theater to see at least one movie over the past year. 82% of millennials, 70% of Gen Xers, and only 58% of baby boomers. So when we're talking about the young people aren't going back to the movies, they're too addicted to their phones to look up from them to go to a movie. It's actually you that's not going, millennial.
I went to the movies.
Yep.
But it was the first time I've been in a long... Last movie I went to was The Housemaid.
I don't even remember that.
That was the one with Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. Based off of the book. It was pretty good. That was a few months ago, so yeah.
Right now, decent time to think about going to the movie. I've heard the new Mario is really good. Mm-hmm. There's the movie, is it called The Drama?
Yeah, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. They say to go in blind. Do not read the synopsis. Don't read the plot. Just go and enjoy the ride.
And then Project Hail Mary, must see.
We're so annoying.
In the theater.
We keep bullying people to go. We're like grabbing Reese by the throat and like lifting him up.
Mortal
and like,
Kombat style.
Go to the movie.
Take Jess to Project Hail Mary. You guys will both be so happy when you leave.
We need to talk to people about it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Something about a movie that's out?
Oh no, I just thought of another 3 stars of anything I wanted to do.
What is it?
Well, it's one of those things, you ever go to bed and you're like, I gotta remember this tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I gotta remember this. And I thought it was about movies, but it's not. So instead of getting up and grabbing my phone and writing down, I was like, I'll just remember it if I say it 7 times.
And do you remember
I
it?
remember it now. So
write it down.
3 stars of anything tomorrow is also gonna be lit, gang. I'm going to write it down right now. Alternate uses for your shovel. Oh, did I just spoil?
What else would you use a shovel for?
Oh, lots of things. Do we want to just get into that now then?
Instead of 3 stars? Because
Yeah.
I can't think of anything other than just shoveling.
You can't think of alternate uses for a shovel.
Maybe like knocking someone's head off if they broke into the house.
Good one. Weapon. That's a great pick.
I did use a shovel once to get snow off of the roof of your car. I might have scratched it, but it worked.
How about getting a bat or other flying animal out of your home? What works better than a shovel? You're going to get a broom? No, the bat will get stuck in the broom, and then it's weird because you got to touch it.
My dad did say, because we had a back path.
Yeah.
He said, when you're walking home at night, you have to slick your hair back so the bats don't get stuck in your hair.
So that's why you can't use a broom. Same concept. They get caught in it. So shovel, great for getting flying creatures out of like your garage. How about riding it down a hill like a toboggan? You ever rode a shovel? Yep, that's a thing. You gotta cross your legs kind of and you hold the front of the shovel and then you sit on the shovel part and you can shred on those. But you got to be careful. There was a guy from my hometown who hit a bump and cut one of his testicles off doing it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Light sack Len. That's what we called him after because he lost one of his nards on a shovel toboggan. Half sack was another nickname we called him, but Light sack Len was his main nickname.
Any other suggestions on what to use a shovel for? Picking up dog poop.
Yeah, good answer. See, so much stuff that we could have done a 3 stars. Hey, Reese, you got any alternate uses for a shovel over there that you can think of?
Not off the top of my head. You were saying this one was going to be a banger.
Yeah. You don't think that's a banger?
I'm just trying to think of other ones.
Reese slept for an hour, so we're going to give him grace today.
That's true. Poor Reese.
Poor Reese.
Been having a rough go.
Mike just said for a badminton racket worked perfectly for me when a bat was keeping me hostage in my basement. Yeah, one of my friends, Rebecca, woke up in the middle of the night in her own bedroom in her house in St. Albert. And she was like, what does that sound? She turned the light on. There was a freaking bat just hanging right above her bed.
What's with the bats in St. Albert? Are they known for their bats?
Maybe.
I know they're known for rich people with attitude.
Oh my God, Liz just said something really funny in the chat. You could use the shovel to bury his ball he lost.
That's true.
That's funny. A walking stick, says Dr. Hunter.
Light sack Len probably did bury that old nerd.
Light sack is really funny if you only have one ball.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
it kind of goes good with his first name, which was Len. like Leonard.
Do you ever find out that someone has something like that, and then when you see them, you like think about it?
Yeah.
Like whenever you'd run into Len, where you just like you
Well,
have one ball, but you're like saying it in your head.
I don't know if the weight distribution was a thing, but he kind of walked with a limp after. I don't know if it was the pain or that it was just he was a little heavier on the left.
Equilibrium was just all thrown.
He was
off.
Just
all
a little
over.
off. Yeah. Every time you'd see him, you'd just be like, "Hey, there's Len."
Isaac in the chat said I've used a metal shovel to cook an egg before.
There we go.
Wow.
See?
Campfire cooking plate, a door stop.
Yeah, good answer.
Oh man, we really should have done this.
What
tomorrow.
about a goalie stick? If you're in a pinch and you don't got a goalie stick, what are you going to use? Pick another a broom for that? Maybe.
Maybe
that's
actually,
pretty good. Actually,
that's actually pretty smart.
What about picking up the snow off the ice after the Zamboni? What else are you going to use? I guess that's what a shovel's actually for. Though,
Yeah,
so we
that's
can't
what
use
it's.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like, hey, I don't want to get lost on this walk through the woods. I need to remember this corner. I'm going to put my shovel
Up
right
against
here.
a tree.
Or just chink. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of different uses for shovels. Sure glad I stayed awake thinking about that. When you're laying beside me and you're like, he's probably thinking about other women.
What else could I use a shovel for? God, you're giving
alternate uses for shovels.
You're giving Andrew Timothy Walker vibes, if you ask me, from Strathcona County.
The bomb maker?
Yeah. Who thinks of like, what else can I use a shovel for? Someone that has a motive.
No, because a shovel in its correct usage would be what was the dangerous use of the shovel, or like the creepy, because you're burying shit. I'm talking riding it down a hill.
Can we circle back to Timothy? What's his name? Andrew. Where was
Walker.
he going? What were you going to do with that? Did those authorities stop a terrorist attack?
Yeah. Maybe he was going to work at the West Edmonton Mall at the Sports 1440. Oh, no, it's a different Andrew Walker.
That's a different Andrew Walker.
Okay, he wasn't going there then. Glad we got that sorted out.
We've got our first guest on the line.
Yes, and our first guest today is brought to you by Southview Acura, family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. Make sure you go and say hi to the entire crew there.
Yeah, they're lovely.
From the director of First Impressions,
Evelyn.
to the management and everybody in between.
Yeah.
Everybody there is just so sweet, and the cars are awesome on the lot, in the dealership.
The
and on-
owner even watched Ryder break their super expensive mop, and he didn't kick us out. And they are still advertising.
like one of the Zamboni
like the
mops.
big one. Like he physically watched Ryder get on to ride it, and it busted. The owner, like the guy that has the big office that looks over everything, watched him do that.
The marketing director had convinced that we were the way to go with their advertising budget for this year, and he meets me for the first time as I'm breaking a $5,000 machine in his store for no reason.
Yep.
So that was a good first impression. Anyway, let's get to our first guest from one of Canada's best radio shows. You can hear it on X92.9 and X100.7. So in Calgary and in Red Deer, from the Beckler and Shauna show, our good friend Andrew Beckler. What's up, brother?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
How was your show this morning?
It was great. I'm actually still in the studio. Shauna's here, too.
Hi, Shauna.
Hi.
Beautiful day in Calgary. I was going to say, your Acura is sick, Ryder. I've seen photos of it. It's so cool.
Yeah. I liked how they did the really subtle sauce logo, too. You can hardly see it there.
It's so big. It's good.
Yeah, getting the word out there for sure. We wanted to talk to you. You're a big baseball guy. Have you been missing Buck Martinez as much as we have so far this year?
Well, I'm a Boston Red Sox fan. So
Okay.
I'm only exposed to Buck, or I was, I guess, only sort of peripherally. Sean is a huge Jays fan.
Right.
And I'm actually a fairly notorious Jays hater. I'm one of the only people in the country last year who I think weren't cheering for them in the World Series. But I did love Buck Martinez. He always seemed like a total class act, and that voice, man, that Buck Martinez voice.
You do one of the best impersonations I've ever heard of Buck Martinez. Now that I know how much you dislike the Jays, though, it feels like more of a chirp than I wanted it to.
No way.
But I
I
love
thought
Buck.
it was in tribute of a man you idolize.
I do like Buck a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was Shauna who initially, she's like, why do so many baseball announcers, and especially Buck, he sounds like he has marbles in his mouth when he's talking. He's kind of got that short of this thing going on. And then it's like, you hear it in so many different baseball broadcasts. And the funny thing is, like, the more I did the Buck Martinez impression, the more I would think I'm doing way too much. Like, this is way over the top. And then I turn a Jays game on and it's like, I'm actually not doing enough. The guy was a cartoon character.
Yeah, it's so good. Can you give us just a little bit more Buck Martinez?
Yeah, Sean and I we had Buck Martin on the show this morning. We were talking about that guy in Tampa whose pants fell down. Did you guys watch that clip?
Yes. Okay, so the ball went into the crowd and he was so excited to go and grab it and he bent down and his entire pants came down and he mooned the camera. Yeah. I felt bad for him, but he still got the ball.
He got the ball. We were laughing about that, but Buck should be able to night at the ballpark and a fan goes for the foul ball and his pants are down and he's not wearing any gits. Oh my goodness. That's more ass than I thought I'd see at the ballpark tonight.
You have another impersonation too, and usually when people do impressions or impersonations around me, I don't know what to do with my face, so I'm not sure I love them normally, but yours are so good that it's beyond that. It also pisses me off that I don't know if they're called impressions or impersonations.
Impressions.
I go back and forth. Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Okay. It's Don Cherry, and this actually is in tribute because you're a big Boston Bruins fan, and obviously Don, famously the coach of the Boston Bruins. When did you realize how good you were at that impersonation?
I've been working on it like my whole radio career, and I hope it's gotten better over the years. But the funny thing is, I think I do Don as an old man. Like, he sounded different when he was coaching Boston, right? He was always loud and kind of belligerent, but it got a little more phlegmy and a little more old man voice because he was like in his 80s when he was done, right? So I think that's the Don that I do. And some days I have it and some days I don't, depending if I have enough of this going on. But
okay. Do you think you got it today?
Okay. Remind me what small town you're from, Ryder.
Maidstone, Saskatchewan.
Maidstone. Okay, I knew it was just east of the border there, but
yeah.
Okay, so Don Cherry would say, all right, look at this there, Ryder Chisholm. Good come, Maidstone, Saskatchewan. He's got his stick on the ice. He's not wearing the visor. He supports the troops. What a beauty.
Jesus. It's so good.
The key is to yell. Like, you really have to yell. I'm sure in the studio on their show, like, whoever was riding the mics was just like potting him down all the time.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
A nightmare to work.
Hot mic.
You gotta be on it.
God, those are good, man. Like, one of my favorite things in Canadian radio is when I see that you're doing one of your impersonations.
Beckler, you've gone viral a few times. What is it about it's Alberta baby names that are you making fun of them in the videos? You're just breaking down what the most popular ones are. Tell us about the times that you've gone viral just talking about baby names.
Well, you've seen that list that the province puts out, right? I think it just came out a few weeks ago. And most provinces don't do this. They'll just say, like, oh, the top baby names this year were Noah and Oliver, and they're the same every year, right? Whereas Alberta releases the full list. So any baby name that's registered is available online, and you can comb through this list, and there's tens of thousands of names on it. And the ones you're looking for are the really rare, like where there was only one kid named that, because those are where you get some of the weird ones. And
what I went through the whole recently that might surprise people.
Some of the funniest ones. Well, since this is Alberta, I'm always just surprised to learn that people are still naming their kids like Doug and Terry and Keith and stuff. Like, those aren't baby names in 2026. Those are like your dad's friends who are drunk, and like, that cracks me up so much.
It's also so weird to picture talking to a baby and calling them Terry. And people did that at one point. Like, they'd be like, here, come here, Barbara. Like, to me, I'm like, that's just automatically a woman in her 60s that works in HR.
But everything has a turnaround, and it's got to start somewhere.
True.
You see some of the old names that have come back, like William. Mm-hmm. There had to be the first person. They're like, they named their baby William.
Yeah.
But now.
You have a baby named Nancy.
Right. Starting to make a comeback.
They're back.
There are some that I don't think are coming back, though. Like, you haven't seen a kid named Ichabod in a while, right? Like, that one didn't circle back around. Maybe that's going to start now. What were some of the other ones? Like, it's again, since it's Alberta, like there's kids named Hemi, and like that's hilarious. Or like kids named after brands of guns and stuff, like Remington. Like, man, we can be a real caricature of ourselves sometimes. Some of the Nigerian names, like they have a really weird naming custom in Nigeria where they'll be religious. So the kid's name could be like God is good, all one word, or like God's glory. And it just like, they're sort of aspirational, like what they want the kid to be.
So as you're scrolling this page, you're like, wow, somebody really went with God is good.
Yeah. And they stick out, some of those, right? Because you're just not used to seeing those amongst all the, all the Olivers and stuff. What were some other ones? One of my favorites was a kid named Jeopard, which it sounds like shepherd, but with a J. So I'm imagining someone who herds Jeeps. Like they have just a bunch of Jeeps out in the country and they're like...
Perfect. That's so good. Where can people find you online if they want to see you deep dive into some of these baby names? And you also do some other just great content online.
Oh, thank you. I'm on mostly Instagram at Beckler89, TikTok as well. And then Shauna and I have a daily podcast called the Beckler and Shauna Podcast.
Man, we're always talking. We've talked about it on this show before. You guys did an incredible interview when you did, I think you called it Bear Week. And you had, what's his name? Was it Jeremy Evans?
Jeremy Evans, yeah.
Who was attacked by a grizzly bear.
Yeah, a few years ago up near Sundre. I said from Calgary, but he was attacked by a bear and had his face like ripped off. And when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. He took a selfie after the bear came back and got him, because it came back 3 times, I think. And in this selfie, like he has no face. And it was crazy. He had to crawl 11 kilometers out. I think he tried to shoot himself at one point and end it. But they put him back together. He looks good now. And he is a keynote speaker and tells this story everywhere. And it's hands down the most incredible story I've ever heard in a radio studio like this, and it's worth a listen.
Lisa made Reese and I listen to it on the way home from our Jasper Pond Hockey tournament,
and they were hungover and anxious.
Definitely hungover, bad anxiety. Roads were terrible. Passing semis left, right, and center.
I'm like, you guys got to hear this. It's crazy. And Ryder's like, I can't handle this. Especially the part where he was talking about how he went to he had the gun and he was ready to go, and then it didn't work, and that's what gave him that second chance at life.
It was not the day for it.
It wasn't a good day. So any other day is great.
Yes.
Unless you're hungover, check out their podcast. What's the podcast name one more time?
Beckler and Shauna Podcast.
The vibes around Edmonton right before the new arena were built were awesome. Like it just felt like there's this exciting thing coming, and you knew that you'd get bigger shows and fit more people in there. Bigger, cooler events. Are the vibes in Calgary pretty awesome right now with the new arena on the way?
I think it's interesting because Shauna lives on the 31st floor of an apartment building right there that looks down into the construction site. So she's been watching the progress. And I think it's different than it was in Edmonton because Edmonton didn't have a downtown arena, right? And I lived there when that was all going on, and I remember the excitement around. And it did revitalize the downtown to a degree there, didn't it? Downtown Edmonton was a bit of a ghost town before that. And I don't know if it's going to have the same effect on Calgary just because it's a stone's throw from the old arena.
Right.
But I think, people are going to be pumped to see what shows we get. And I have a conspiracy theory involving the NHL. I don't know if you have time to hear it or not, but I think the league, when a city builds a new arena with public money, the league, in my opinion, makes sure that team doesn't fail, because they need a winning team in a shiny brand new building, right? Or why did we spend all this money? Right. So I predict that the Flames are going to draft first overall either this year or next year. The league will rig that draft to make sure that the Flames are good when the building is open. That's my theory.
That's a terrific theory. You're a Boston Bruins fan. You pretty excited that it didn't really look like they'd be a team that would be in playoff contention this year, and here we are. They're looking a lot better than a lot of people gave them credit for. Yeah,
and the East, have you seen, the East is a bloodbath. There's 5 teams within 3 points of each other right on the wild card cutoff there. It's crazy.
We were talking a little earlier today, and there could be some absolutely epic matchups in the first round. If Montreal stays hot, they're 9-1 and end up first in their division. There's a very good chance that Montreal would be taking on Boston, one of the most storied rivalries in sports. Like, you go back and look at the Chara era. They hated Montreal through a lot of that, the Pacioretty situation. You look at like Marchand versus PK Subban. More recently, Boston, Montreal, you look at Hollander versus Rozanoff. It's just been crazy to see those two teams go against each other in the first round of playoffs would be wild.
Thanks for sneaking that part in.
Yeah.
Who does it look like the Oilers are going to get in the first round?
We're thinking Utah. The way that McDavid's playing right now, I think he drags them into first place in the Pacific, which would mean Utah in the first round, which would be pretty exciting to see, like, just a fan base that's never had playoff hockey before, and they're welcoming the best player in the world. That's kind of a cool storyline.
Yeah, it would be cool if you could get down there for one of the first round games then.
Yeah. Do they allow drinking there?
That's
I know
a
that.
good
Just
question.
dirty sodas.
Just dirty sodas in the rink, yeah. But yeah, some of the other matchups where, like, the potential, if that happens, it's going to be Tampa Bay versus Buffalo in the first round, and those two teams hate each other and have, like, gone to war a couple times this year. And then the Battle of Pennsylvania is on the table right now, too, with Philly taking on Pittsburgh. So the East could be a real fun first round this year.
Yeah. And then I think, like, it looks like a team like Columbus could miss the playoffs with more points than the Oilers. Which is wild, eh?
Yeah, the Pacific Division, McDavid said it best. It really has been a pillow fight.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up one more thing with you. Oh, yeah, okay, so you're a Bruins fan. Your co-host, Sean, is a Leafs fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know a bunch of radio hosts in Calgary who are Oilers fans. Do any of you actually like the Flames?
I've always said that the Flames are my team in the West because it's only a problem with my Bruins fandom, twice a year, and then if they were to ever meet in the playoffs. So I feel like I have the capacity to cheer for the Flames.
Okay.
And yeah, but I mean, maybe the wrong podcast to say this, but I am, again, a notorious Oilers hater. So my first team is Boston, and my second team is whoever the Oilers are playing. So
Sure. Beckler and Shauna, check out their podcast.
Yep.
Specifically, start with that
The
bear
bear attack.
episode. It's unbelievable.
It's
we
so
appreciate you, man. Thanks for giving us some of your time.
thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, Shauna.
What a beauty.
Yep.
His impressions are unbelievable.
So
hey?
good.
Like, and
I wish.
if
I'm
you
not good at
close your
any.
eyes, because he's radio, right?
Yeah.
Radio dude. So I don't know if I've watched him do them before, but like it feels like you're listening to Don Cherry. He did a recap of Heated Rivalry as Don Cherry.
Yes.
And it was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely worth the follow.
Yeah.
Beckler89 on Instagram.
So our next guest, we're not even 100% sure. This isn't going to end up on the Who Ghosted Us list.
No, because he's literally in Augusta right now, and I know that he just finished his SiriusXM show on the PGA Tour channel, and of course, it's day one. He wants to watch golf.
I wouldn't be doing an
be-
interview.
I wouldn't be jumping on a podcast with people that I don't know
Right.
in Canada. Like, he
And
doesn't even know us.
Phones aren't allowed at Augusta.
That's right.
So he'd have to be calling us from like his podcast studio potentially. So we're waiting for a thumbs up from Reese at some point. If we get it, that's going to be cool. We have lots of questions about Augusta and being there. I feel like it is my bucket list sports trip. Like, to me, I've never been like, I need to go to the Super Bowl. But some people do. Some people have that one as like the...
See, I agree. Like, to me, the Super Bowl is too loud.
Sure. And
Whereas,
it's over right away.
Right. And
You
then
got-
Augusta, it's nice and quiet.
You got a huge ass crowd at the Super Bowl. You get into the stadium. All of a sudden, boom, it's halftime, which would be awesome to see, a Super Bowl halftime
I heard it's
performance.
better to watch on TV.
Well, they're
When you
kind of built for
see-
TV, yeah.
Yeah, like you see the behind the scenes of what the actual stage looks like, them setting it up. It's not as magical because you're watching the crew and all
Right.
the people with their headsets, and it kind of takes away the magic of what we see from our TVs watching the halftime show.
Right, and then the second half's over, and all of a sudden you spent $20,000 to be entertained. Whereas Augusta, if you go there and you get a few day passes, you get to watch golf all day.
Yeah.
And like to see those guys hit a 370-yard drive in person.
And hearing it when it's silent.
DeChambeau hitting a 390 off the tee right up the pipe would be mystical. So that is my bucket list. Like WrestleMania is probably a pretty good one if you're a huge wrestling fan, and now that's a 2-day event. It goes this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, as I was saying earlier on the show. What's your bucket list item? Hit us up in the chat. Your bucket list sports item, like that you need to cross off. Stanley Cup Final would have been up there, but we've been blessed 2 years in a row to get to go and check out some Stanley Cup Final games.
Plus, sorry.
No, go for it.
If you go to the Masters, you can get deals on stuff like this.
Okay, what are those prices? Because I can't really see it. Egg salad's $1.50.
Yes, they like in a world where everybody is money grabbing you constantly. The Masters just wants to stay as the most talked about tournament on the planet. Like they don't even sell their merch outside of Augusta. You have to go to the course to get a Masters hat.
So with these prices, the Masters is expected to do $70 million in merchandise sales this week alone. $10 million a day, $1 million per hour, $16,000 each minute, and $277 every second.
Okay, so they are making their money somewhere, and it is off. They've figured out how to make money off of their merch, but they're not making it off the food.
No.
$5 beers? Where can you go now when it's an elite level anything and get a $5 beer?
Yeah.
Like Detroit, I think, sells $5 beers at their football games or something. I've heard Detroit is like where to go if you want cheap beers at a sports game. But like other than that, you just don't hear of that anymore. So the pinto cheese sandwich is apparently like the thing you have to try when you're
I don't see myself eating an egg salad underneath the hot sun.
Not pinto. Pimento cheese sandwich at the Masters. I've got a friend and my brother who have been.
I remember seeing your friend who was wearing his Masters pullover when he pulled up to the house and a little breeze of wind came and he was smoking a cigarette and the ash of his cigarette went right onto his Masters pullover and burnt a hole in it. And I watched him go through it.
It was the first time he was like showing it to me too.
It was a sad moment. Have you heard of the Masters gnome? It's the 10th year that they have had this as a piece of merchandise, and it's a legit gnome with the umbrella and everything.
Yeah, I've seen these. Apparently, is this the last year that they're doing it too? So it's even more of a hot commodity?
They're saying that, and I'm sure maybe it'll come back. But if it is the last year, this is going to be worth a lot of money one day, and they sell out on the first day. So I bet they're already sold out.
They're awesome.
It's the 10th year that they're selling the Masters gnome.
I kind of thought he was holding the booster juice. It just kind of
it does look like it.
The shape and size, and I was like, is that a mini booster juice? Can you imagine if it was? That locally started company would have been real pumped.
There was a thrift store in Toronto where a green jacket was found for $5 on the rack. And it turns out it's a legit Masters jacket from the 1950s. And that person ended up purchasing it for $5. Reese, I got a picture of this Masters jacket if you want to grab it. It's at the top of the sheet. And they ended up selling this thing for $140,000.
Of course. That even seems cheap for that. Like
from the 50s?
Yeah.
Also think of how much like smaller people were in the 50s. So like this is a delicate green jacket.
It would fit the gnome.
Yeah, exactly.
I just picture what shook down there, and like the guy who won the Masters, his family decided to have a garage sale. His wife throws the jacket
classic
on the rack, sells it for
he never wears this.
$1.50. Yeah,
he never wears this. I'm gonna just put it in the.
And then a year later, he goes downstairs to show his buddy, and he's like, "Honey."
What'd you do with my green jacket?
Do you remember that green jacket that had the little yellow flag on it?
This is kind of cool information from Mike D in our chat room. It says they also allow you to FedEx your merch home so you don't have to carry it around.
Awesome.
Cool.
But you got to be there to buy it.
You got to be there.
I've got a white Masters golf shirt that my buddy who went gave me. But it looks like I should be in a wet t-shirt contest. It just does not cling to the right spots at all, so I never wear it. But it's the kind of thing you just can't get rid of. I just got to get jacked. I guess. That's my motivation. Number 1, Masters golf shirt. Number 2, wedding.
What?
Yeah, those are good reasons. The Masters is rolling right now, by the way. Should we check the leaderboard?
Yeah.
I
put $10 on Rory to win it.
I like it.
$130 I could win. So come on, Rory, you've got this.
Can we do a quick recommend something?
Yeah, I want to show the Masters jacket, though.
Okay. Yeah. Masters jacket in 3, 2, 1. Magic.
Reese is doing this.
No,
I slept for 20 minutes, you assholes.
Yeah, imagine if he would have had it when I said that.
Reese, just pop it up on the screen whenever you have it.
My recommend something's about the Masters, so we'll keep talking about it.
Here it is. Look at this.
Damn,
Look at that.
Skippy.
From the 1950s.
Oh, it's a yellow circle, not a yellow flag. It's a red flag. I need to go to the Masters.
Men's Shop Augusta.
You have to apply to just get on the list, and then you find out if you made it or not.
I've heard of this. It's very dramatic.
It is. But it would be spectacular.
All right, what's your recommend something?
I think there is a connection I have of somebody who gets invited on a regular basis who takes their private jet down, but I don't know them well enough.
They have a PJ?
Yeah.
Is it Tim?
And there somebody
I'm just name dropping people.
A friend of a friend said, "Hey, you should get on that plane." And I was like, "Yeah, I should." My recommendation is, if you are following the best golf tournament on the planet, to download their app. It's for free, and it's awesome. You can actually pick which players that you want to follow. So maybe you are betting on it, and you build out the 5 guys or whatever that maybe you're in a draft. A lot of people do Masters drafts, and then you can just see what they're doing and go through their swings every day. So you can just watch what you want. It's free.
That's
and it's
nerdy.
Awesome. Yeah, it's cool. And it'll show you who's leading. Right now, Patrick Reed is rumbling, which I don't want that.
Because what did you bet on? Who are you
not
hoping
him,
for?
But he's the guy that got busted fluffing his balls and cheating a little bit.
What do you mean fluffing his balls? What does that mean?
Just pushing it as much as he could based on the rules, and he got caught a couple times.
But what does fluffing a ball mean?
Just being a viral daddy.
It just
viral
means,
zaddy.
When you go like this at the tee box, you just fluff them up a little bit. You're not allowed.
So is actual ball sack?
No, I was kidding. It's when you got a bad lie.
Well, I mean, listen, that was a fair question on my part, especially after the Winter Games when we heard that guys were injecting their balls to get more air.
And we were talking about Light Sack Lenny quite a bit. No, fluffing your ball means you got a bad lie and you just move it a little bit.
How do you get away with that?
Right. There's cameras on you constantly.
Everyone is watching you.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's been busted more than once.
And he's in the lead?
Yeah. And
Shut it down.
He's a -5 through 8 holes. He's on a heater. Patrick Reed has faced multiple accusations of breaking golf rules and cheating throughout his career, often leading to intense scrutiny and debate. Notable incidents include the 2019 Hero World Challenge moving sand before his shot, the 2021 Farmer Insurance Open embedded ball, and the 2023 Treegate in Dubai, with accusations extending back to his college days.
I don't like this guy.
Well, that's good, though. To have an enemy at the top makes it more exciting, right?
What's your recommendation? Oh, it was the app.
The Masters app.
Okay, so to kick off the Masters today, I don't know if you saw the link, Reese, but who is it? It's Nicholas. No, what's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Who's the old guy, 86 years old?
Jack
Nicklaus. He was the first to tee off, to be like, it's officially on.
Yeah, they do that normally. Like him, Gary Player, they'll get some of the legends, and it's always sad though, when one of them passes, because then they bring in a new guy, and it just kind of anyway.
That's so sad.
Thankfully he's still with us.
Yeah.
86.
86 years old. This video of him hitting the ball is so funny because he almost hits a massive group of people watching on the side.
Yeah, not his best drive. And for a guy that was known for his consistency.
And it didn't go very far.
When you got an 86-year-old body and you're in your backswing, you don't know what's going to hurt or seize up.
Or where it's going to land.
Yeah, you just have no real control. You might pee yourself at 86 if you swing too hard. I mean, he didn't. That's good.
We
but
don't know.
He did almost kill somebody.
Watch this.
Oh, I like how he laughs it off
he's
after.
so cute.
Yeah, he's the best.
Then he yells 4. Let's watch it again.
I like how late he yelled 4 too.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's the best. The best, the best, the best.
That's how I golf.
There is an amazing clip of him on like a senior PGA event, and one of his competitors says like, this putt is impossible. There's just no way. And he's like, yeah, just line it up here and give it a hit. And it's like a 75-footer. And the guy's like, there's no chance I can even get this within 10 feet. And he walks up and he dunks it. He drains the putt. And it was after he called Buddy out. Maybe can you search that one up? Jack Nicklaus, long
putt.
I don't know how else to word it. But I think it was another really well-known golfer that was the one that was complaining that the putt was impossible, and he just goes up and jars
Johnny Miller?
That might be it, yeah. So we'll get to that in a second.
I drained a 75-foot putt once. Yes, I did.
You keep making it longer. You're like a fisherman.
It is the length of a semi. It was the length of a semi.
Yeah, that's not 75 feet, I don't think. I'd say your average semi is
Length
probably
of
40
a
feet.
Semi truck.
75 feet is
70 to 80 feet long in total.
Oh, what kind of semi are we talking?
A semi.
It doesn't sound like a semi. It sounds like a fully.
You're just jealous. He is.
It's just every time you talk about it, you say it's farther.
Well, because I didn't know the length of a semi, but now I have it burned in my brain.
Did somebody have a semi that they pulled up beside? Why are you measuring by semis?
I was with the team that literally works for a semi company. I was their celebrity add-on on their team, and they were
humble
like,
brag.
"It's true."
And you jarred a semi-length putt. Well, that's awesome. I'm proud of you.
You're projecting.
You said 50 the last time we talked about it.
I know, because I didn't know the length of...
Okay, well, how am I not supposed to call you out when the number's changing?
I gotta find the business that I was working with. Central Carriers Limited. Call them up. Call them and ask them.
The story's lining up. I agree with you. It's just when you change the numbers, people are going to be skeptical is all I'm saying. It's long been said that it was a 50-footer.
Central Carriers Limited, massive transportation service here in Alberta. And then after it sunk, they were like, whoa, that was the length of one of our semis. It was a fluke. Like, obviously, I wasn't intentional with it.
You should be proud of that. That is great. That is a great story and a good putt, and I'm proud of you. And I don't want to be projecting. I hope I was able to communicate why I was skeptical, though. Because you're measuring in things people don't normally measure in.
That's how I operate in life. I go compare it to an object. Or if people are like, hey, this is the location, I'm like, where's the closest fast food restaurant? That's how I will know.
Yeah, but would you say it's 3.5 semis that way? Or would you say it's a block that way?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
To each their own.
That thing has got to be 65 igloos tall.
I will say I use a Subway sandwich to remember a
That's
foot.
because it's a foot.
I know. Don't you do that? Don't you go like, oh, that's like at least 10 Subway sandwiches?
I've never said that, but I like it. Yeah, that's good. What do they call those ones? Party subs.
Yeah.
Aren't those 10-footers? Do we have this video of the Jack? You'll like this, Lisa. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, show me how to do it.
Shut up. Shut up.
And
He
that-
just goes like this, like
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
See, look at no chance of putting this. And he's like, just hit a good putt. You
Want me to show you how to putt it?
Look at how far he has
This
to
is where
walk.
I was. This is how far I was from the hole.
Did it also curve?
It's got to be 1.5
It
semis.
actually did curve.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I couldn't even see the hole because it was kind of on a hill, and it went in.
It's just so... See?
That looks exactly like what I did.
That's awesome. Good for you. Did you hear Reese?
What did he say?
That was at least 1.5 semis. He's just
maybe
trying to get you riled
Maybe
up
it was
too.
more than 1 semi. You're right, Reese.
You know what Jack's hit off the tee reminds me of a bit? Have you ever seen the Caitlin Clark video where she's at like a celebrity golf thing?
No. So Caitlin Clark, professional basketball player, the GOAT, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes when you put an athlete in a different sport, not good.
I would trust standing in those locations at a PGA event. Those guys aren't duffing it. Like you got hit in the boob once by your friend.
I did, and I was standing beside her when she teed off, and it hit me, and it made a perfect golf ball on my boob. And then it somehow that picture of it made its way through the entire tournament within 5 minutes. Like, it spread like wildfire.
Well, you were sending pictures of your jugs.
Yeah,
what
I
do you
know,
think's
but
gonna
it was
happen?
just the one, and it wasn't, the nipple wasn't exposed.
Okay. The craziest part is it bounced off Lisa's boob and went in the hole.
I'd believe it.
6 semis down the fairway. Anyway, I would trust standing at an LPGA or a PGA event, a senior PGA event, even 15 feet down the fairway just to the left. But when you are bringing in other athletes or actors, or we've all seen normal people golf, we shank it. So Caitlin Clark just cranks somebody.
Yeah.
And I think we have the video of that as well, which is coming up right now.
At least people laugh.
Here's the slow-mo. That's a rocket
I also,
ship.
you know what I love? I love the guy with the big summer hat on, whose reflexes are so slow that it goes past his head before he even ducks.
That guy probably hit Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in a hat like that and had
100%.
about 6 drinks before this event.
Yeah.
That's why his reaction time's a little slow. Probably out there partying with Tiger. Anyway, that's what Jack's swing kind of looked like, hey? Like the ball flight was the same. Stay out the way if they're not a professional golfer in this moment.
Drew Stoltz might be joining us in a couple minutes here, live from Augusta. Listen, don't know if he has the time, but he is active on Instagram right now.
Oh, that's all we got for an update?
And I sent him the link. So if he pops up, give us a two big thumbs up if you see him there, okay?
Hell yeah.
For now, should we get into 3 stars of anything, which is kind of related to the Masters?
It is?
Yes.
Oh, I might have filled out the wrong one. I did best 3 things that you can do with a shovel.
No, we're not doing that. All right, let's get into 3 stars of anything.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
Today's 3 stars of anything is brought to you by Just Bite Me Meals. Make sure you're using sauce 20 at checkout, online, or in store to save 20% off your first order. Some amazing pre-made, delicious, healthy meals. They've added some new items to their menu. Saucy M actually went into the storefront and said that she picked up a bunch of them, including the Wagyu pot stickers and the mini egg protein donuts. So good. Sauce 20 saves you 20%. JustBiteMeMeals.com. Today's 3 stars of anything is in relation to the Masters, as a lot of people are going to be using it as an excuse to lay on the couch.
Okay, so we're doing the top 3 things that are nice to have within reach while you're laying down.
Best things to have within reach when laying down.
Okay. Who got the first pick today? I think Reese
Reese
has first pick.
Reese is in the lead, by the way. It's a race to 5. Reese has 3, I have 2, you have 1.
It's not fair. ReeseCheats.com.
No.
Reese, Patrick Reese.
What's the guy's name that's in the lead at the Masters?
Patrick Reed.
Hilarious. Okay. Reese is really tired.
Yeah.
We can't mess with him today.
Yeah.
Guys, stop messing with me today.
Sorry, we won't mess with you today.
Number one thing I want when I'm laying down to be able to not have to get up again, TV remote.
Yes, good answer.
That's a good answer.
So demoralizing.
It's a really
when you
good
see that
use
thing.
of the first overall pick, too.
That's a good first
That's
pick.
one that could have gotten stolen.
That's the advantage of having first overall,
Of winning?
too. So of winning is sometimes you just get to win and win, and you get on a run.
Yeah, you just win and win and
Yeah.
win and win and win.
My first overall pick is having your water bottle close by. We're staying hydrated. And it's nice to have at all times. This is besides like having a pop or a beer while you watch the Masters. If you have your water bottle close by, it's comforting.
Okay. With my first overall pick, I'm going to say your pet. To have your pet nearby means they're not begging to go outside that you got to get up for.
Yeah,
It means
scratching
they're-
at the door. If they're sleeping, you're like, okay, I'm good for at least an hour.
They're not scooting, making weird streaks on your carpet you're going to have to vacuum up.
Humping a blanket again.
Yeah. They're not out patrolling the neighborhood, getting other cats pregnant. When you got a pet that is right beside you, you know where they are, and you can cuddle and watch the Masters.
That's a good first overall pick.
Thank you.
Reese, what's your second overall pick?
My second overall pick is going to be my phone. And even if you don't want it, even if you're not trying to go on your phone, you're going to need it at some point.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to get up.
Commercial break, check your emails.
Exactly. Maybe you get an important call.
Lisa.
Reese is crushing.
I know.
My second overall pick, snacks. You're going to want to get up and get a snack at some point when you're watching TV. So if you have them prepared and they're right there,
Yeah.
you're golden.
Just have a charcuterie board on your table.
Yep.
And it's just always ready.
It's ready for you.
With my second overall pick, I'm going to go with rubbers. This is for maybe you're watching TV in bed.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, something breaks out. You don't have to get, I got to go and find them.
Something breaks out. Something wouldn't break out if you had protection.
Correct. So I just think within reach when you're laying down, it's always nice to, and then you get up to go get it, and then they don't feel like it when you get back. You know what I mean? Or
You got to be prepared.
Or
Reese, what's your third and final pick for 3 stars of anything? Best things to have within reach when laying down, especially when you're watching the Masters.
I'm going to go with something more so that, like, I'm thinking through the lens of Jess. If she didn't have her heating pad beside her when she laid down, she would be choked.
Going for that girl vote. I see what he's doing.
I'm just trying to
win. I know. That's what we're all trying to do. That's why I went with rubbers.
And that's why I'm going with probably an epic answer that everyone's going to love. Your phone charger.
Oh, nice one. It is nice when you don't have to get up for that.
When they started developing the 7 Subway sandwich long chargers.
Yeah.
You don't even have to like bend down beside the bed or couch to plug it in on the floor. Like it's there.
Just damn near a half semi.
Yeah.
With my third overall pick, I'm going to go with Gatorade.
Gatorade? That's so random.
Oh, it's just nice though. You just reach over, get your Gatorade.
You're losing votes with that. It's too specific.
Why? Everybody likes to have a Gatorade nearby at all times.
I don't know if I've ever said that.
Me neither.
You don't like having a Gatorade nearby when you're just chilling?
Maybe when I'm hungover.
Okay.
Or I just had like an awesome
What do you do when
session of basketball.
What do you do when you're hungover or had an awesome session of basketball?
Or an awesome session with your rubbers.
Yeah, you lay down. You chill. What do you want? Gatorade.
I don't know if you're getting votes today, my dear.
No, I think I might win it today.
Okay, let's spitfire our top 3 answers for best things to have within reach when laying down. Reese, what are you coming through with?
I had TV remote, phone, and heating pad.
Mine are water bottle, snacks, and phone charger.
And I went with your pet, rubbers, and Gatorade.
Okay. I hope your pet's not nearby when you're using your rubbers and then having your post Gatorade.
Well, they watch.
Yeah, another bestiality.
They don't
No,
watch.
we don't bring up that the pet would be involved, Reese. It's disturbing and disgusting.
And also, they don't watch.
Sometimes they do. They get curious. What are you doing to Daddy? That's what they are probably thinking.
All right, the poll is up in the chat. Get your vote on right now.
I'm losing again.
Of course you
Congrats.
are. Gatorade.
Gatorade was probably my best answer. It was the least strange of the three. I don't know why you're reacting the way you are.
It's giving hot chocolate at the bank vibes.
Yeah, Mike says Ryder's list all at the same time is wild. I didn't think about reading them back to back to back when I came up with them.
Yeah, Lindsay says Ryder wins for creepiest 3 stars of anything
Come
choices.
on, I'm just trying to have fun here.
Okay, Drew Stoltz was active 10 minutes ago on Instagram. I don't know if we're getting him, guys.
I don't think we're getting him.
This sucks. He's got more important things to do. Like,
Yeah.
literally watch Rory McIlroy tee off. Like, of course
Exactly.
he doesn't even know who we are.
I've got better things to do. If I
If I didn't have to be working right now, I would be on the couch with my
rubbers.
with my water bottle and my snacks and my phone charger. Screw y'all.
Right now, Lisa leading
Yes.
the 3 stars of anything. She could catch Reese today with a victory at 3 each, which pretty much just means I lose another 3 stars of anything. Screw me for trying to be creative with my answers and not just going with the generic phone.
Yeah, I think you need to be less honest.
Well, I try to think outside the box. Yeah, I know my voice cracked, Reese. I don't want to talk about it.
I was laughing.
Well, that wasn't what you were laughing at?
No.
Okay. Well, then I just called myself out for no reason.
I have a respiratory thing going on. My apologies.
Cover your gun.
Well, I'm not contagious.
It doesn't matter. When I can smell your esophagus, it's still gross. All right.
What do you guys want to get into now that our guest is most likely not going to come, and that was supposed to be 20 minutes of prep that we wrote out? I love when this happens.
There's lots that we still have coming up on the show.
Okay, wait. What are we actually forgetting? Almost viral?
Well, I want to talk about this playoff draft. I think it's going to be a really good time, and we still have, if I'm not mistaken, we have 2 tables available.
Which means we need 2 more teams of 8.
Yes. It's for the nation's first ever playoff draft, so we really want to see this thing as a successful night out at River Cree. It's going to be so much fun. You don't even have to know sports. Just have somebody on your team who knows hockey. That you just really do need one person that knows what they're talking about.
It'll come to $125 for each of you on the team.
Yes.
That includes your buffet dinner, a couple drinks, the entertainment. We're all going to be hanging out.
There's strippers?
What?
Well, that's what...
The entertainment is Tyler and Liam. That's the last stripping show I'd watch. Kidding. You're both beautiful. Nationgear.ca. That's where you can sign up your team.
Thunder that makes me want to chunder.
What does chunder mean?
Throw up.
That's really funny. But we don't mean it.
But when you say entertainment, it sounds like there's strippers. There's not. It's going to be awesome, though. Get your teams in. Nationgear.ca. It is next Friday with the playoffs starting next Saturday.
True.
So it's just going to be... You're not going to have anything to do anyway. There's going to be no hockey on next Friday. I think teams wrap up. The regular season ends on Thursday. So join us, won't you?
The chat is requesting we play Connections. Can we handle it with our 2 brains and Reese on 1 hour of sleep?
Yesterday, we crushed it.
I know, and that's what makes me worried that today could be tougher. Should we attempt it together?
Let's do it.
And
then we got to get our bets in as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I've done yet.
I already did mine. I actually already talked about it too.
Okay, well, I'll do.
Rory to win it all at the Masters. $10 could win me $130.
Whoa.
I know. Which also kind of scares me. I'm like, ooh, odds aren't that great.
So, Connections, if you're new to the show, is a very popular game online where you have to try to find the groups of 4 things that have a common
trend.
Theme. Yes. And sometimes we play it here on the show live when we don't have the guest come through that we thought might and aren't prepared properly.
I will say he was very sweet in his message.
Yes.
He said...
He's at the Masters.
To quote...
That's fine.
He said, it'll be a tight squeeze to get somewhere where I can use my phone to join the show. Do you want me to message you when I'm finished? I'm happy to help if I can. So that was nice.
Northside Norm says maybe we shouldn't do connections with Ryder's dirty brain today. My brain ain't dirty.
What if there actually is
Oh.
a subject that is dirty? That'd be hilarious.
Yep.
Like dirty laundry, dirty mind. Let's check it out.
Dirty boy. Jack could be dirty. Okay.
Ram also could be dirty. Cream.
Yeah, wow.
Paste. Rub.
Bomb.
Wow, this is perverted.
Fish.
Fish.
I was just reading out another one.
Okay. Things that cause harm. Ramming. Rip. Things.
Yeah.
Rub. Palm. Yolk is something you crack. Shred is something that you tear apart. Yolk, same thing. Rip apart.
Hello.
Rub, shred. Are these in relation to cooking fish or things you put on fish? Paste, bomb. Paste, bomb, rub, cream.
We might need some help in the chat here. If you have any suggestions
Things
for where to go with
that
this.
are like for dry skin. Balm, cream, paste,
Yes.
and rub.
Yeah.
Let's try balm, paste, cream, and rub. Balm, cream, paste, and rub. Bottom row. One more over.
I don't think that's going to be it, but let's try it.
Let's try it. Yes.
Yes.
Ointments.
Nice work, Lise.
Thank you so much.
All right. Archer. That is a comic book character. Is there any other comic book characters?
No, Archie.
No, there's Archer.
Oh, yeah, there is an Archer. There's a TV show.
Fish. You catch fish. Do you catch anything else?
There's a
No.
jackfish. Goat, fish, jack.
What about
Archer?
Rip, ram, shred, and something else?
Yeah, like things
It's
that are like
could
you
do.
break apart.
Yeah.
Or that like shredded. Jackhammer?
Yeah. Let's try Jack
Jack.
with that. It's not going to be.
Are we one away? Does
No,
it say one away?
Didn't say that.
It did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it's one away. So
Okay.
jack, ram, rip, shred. Shred,
Okay,
rip.
Rip and shred you can do with paper. Is there anything else you can do with paper? Can you ram paper or jack paper? I don't think so. Paper, jack, paper, plain.
Okay,
There's no
Mike
plain.
says yolk, rip, shred, and jack. Let's try that. Yolk, rip, shred, and jack.
And what is that?
I don't know.
He got it though.
Muscular minus the ed sound. Jacked, ripped, shred, yoked.
Shredded, yoked. Yeah.
I didn't know yoked was a jacked term.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. Okay,
Okay,
now
this is hard. We got this though. We're already 2 down, 2 more to
dark
go.
blue, low fish. Dark blue, low fish.
What is that theme?
I don't know. Things in water.
No. One away? Did it say that at the top again?
Ram, goat, archer, and fish.
Why?
I don't know.
Goat?
Give it a go.
Zodiac
Nailed
symbols.
it.
You didn't know the theme. Down low, dark and blue, ocean, gloomy.
Gloomy. Okay.
Okay.
Not
we
bad.
did okay. And that's better than doing terrible.
I apologize to anybody who likes to play connections on their own. I guess they just shut down the show early, if
Yeah.
that's the case. We never start the show with connections. It comes through sometimes at the end, though. Should we get our bets in and
let's do
call it a day?
This segment brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game's your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, you can bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus. Play responsibly, please. Yeah, I'm going with Rory McIlroy to win it all at the Masters. I put $10 on it.
I
don't know if it's. Do we believe in Rory?
yeah.
Can he do it again?
The thing is, he doesn't even have to have a good day today, because then he can get hot tomorrow and maybe ride. And I think now that he has the confidence that he can do it, because half of his battles he'd get in his head when he was in competition, when he was right there on the Sunday, and he'd end up screwing it up because he had too much pressure on himself. But now that he's got one, he doesn't have that. Like Tyler Yaremchuk was saying, guys that hit the ball far do well at Augusta. He hits the ball far. I think that's a great bet. I went with a bunch of different guys to win. I got Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau, neither of which I like all that much, but they're both big ball hitters, and I think they're cocky enough that they could win this tournament. And I also went with Dustin Johnson because he's got my favorite swing on the tour pretty much.
And you like how he walks. Dustin Johnson walks with more confidence than any of us could ever imagine.
Yeah, he's got swag.
He's also married to Paulina Gretzky. I'd be walking like that too. I'd be
No
like,
doubt.
that's what's up.
And I already bet on Corey Connors and Ludwig Oberg. So that's my 5 that I went with. Feel free to jump on board. Now we're going to go watch the Masters. We're ending the show early today.
For Ryder's pleasure.
Yep, sorry.
He's got his Gatorade and his rubbers and his...
I'm ready for a good nap.
And funny, they're at the office.
All right, stay saucy.
Hit that like
be back
button.
tomorrow. We got a really good guest, maybe 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, and make sure you smash that like button. That means so much to us. Maybe share our show with a friend. That means even more. And shout out to producer Reese coming through, even though he is so tired.
He's pumped that the show's ending early today,
He is.
too.
This is for Reese, actually, more so than us watching the Masters.
Stay saucy. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel.
Freaking nailed it.